Good afternoon, everybody. I'm hoping that everyone is having a wonderful day. I know some people are not. I've prayed for the people I know and also for people that I don't know, that don't have electricity, and I'm just real sad about it, but it does happen in the wintertime. I just think some people are not prepared, and I think some states are not prepared. So I'll just continue my prayers and hope everybody's doing okay. All right, what I have today is I have stone jewelry, semi-precious stones, some of the amethyst and citrine you could call, semi-precious. I also have agates. I have, let's see, the citrines. I have, oh gosh, everything. Onyx, cat's eye, jaspers, all kind of things. So I also have a ring, and it is turquoise, but it is not sterling. It actually has a little, I forgot to pull it out. Hold on just a second, let me find it. Yeah, there it is. I had initially given it to my daughter, but she can't wear it. It's too small. I've been out shoveling again. Don't say anything. My daughter kept timing me. She was like, come back in here. Okay, so this is it. It is not marked. It has that triple shank here. I mean, as far as the look, it absolutely looks sterling and turquoise. I'm sure the stone is real. It could be halite with some, could be dyed halite, but it's a beautiful piece. I love the 3 dots. But look, isn't that wild? I'm not real sure what that's about. It's not there. It's like only on the front. So can't sell it as sterling and turquoise, that's for sure, but this is just beautiful. I think it's still worthy of wearing. No one's gonna know. I think the shank is actually sterling. As a matter of fact, why don't we test it? Let me give you a size on this real quick. This is about a 7.5. Let's do a scratch test. That looks like silver to me, but I'll do a little check. Get the bubble out of there. It doesn't matter. And then I will also do the front, I think, because that's the one that was actually sticking. It always amazes me. I don't know if maybe some of these pieces they are being welded or with a mixture of sterling and another metal as far as putting them together. Oh, I'm gonna start yawning. I'm so sorry, guys. Here we go. Now, see that sterling with the red there? I just don't know. Because I know I've tested this before and I was just, see? Whenever you have that blood drop, it really shows. Well, this is sterling. I'm just not real sure why it is sticking to the magnet. But this is probably at least 3/4 of it is sterling. Solid sterling, and then the rest could be a mixture. So since this is such an attractive ring, let's put 15 on it, and it's a 7.5. At least I've proved that it was in front of everyone. Let me move this because it's just going to keep going off. Just our weather. I'm hoping our weather will improve just in case we have to go to the hospital. I mean, she's being induced in 6 days, so it's getting right at the time. Okay, the first 3 pieces I'll show you are these. I have this one here. This is Jade. This is beautiful. It's on a very dainty sterling silver chain. Okay. It's right here. And there's the little 95. We will get, I'm going to call mine Jimmy. Somebody else calls theirs Pressy. So we're going to get Jimmy out. We're going to test this. Show you, test the back of it. Let's see what happens here. Okay, it goes in a jadeite. So there's that piece there. It's beautiful. The sterling chain is about 18, almost 19 inches. I think these lighter pieces do have a little bit of stretch to them, and they'll be 18 inches and end up being, you know, a little bit longer. So let's put $10 on the rose. It's beautiful. It is a cream white. It's not cream, it's a white with some peach, pink colors, striations throughout. It's even carved on the back. So there's that. The next piece I have is definitely vintage. There's the clasp. It is super long, real pretty shiny chain. Super silver, you know, silver tone. And then as it comes down, this is very unusual. You have the 3 pieces here. You have the citrine. You have the amethyst, and you have the quartz. This silver tone chain is about 24 inches. It's nice and long. The drop is about 2 inches. And we will do a test of, first one, let's do the quartz, see what it does. Okay, it goes up. And then we've got the amethyst piece. That goes way up. Then we have the piece that I do believe is citrine. That's, you know, if they don't go right on what we think it might be, at least you know these are not glass. So this very unusual 24-inch necklace is $15. I think it's gorgeous. With some thinner hoops, like silver hoops. And then, of course, it's foiled around the top here. So I just thought that was beautiful. This is a piece I bought. I bought the pendant itself from a friend of mine. And this is fossilized coral, and it's a dyed fossilized coral. Say that 3 times fast. And the gold tone is beautiful, and I just happen to have a chain. This chain looks like it was made for it. This is absolutely gorgeous. The chain is probably, let's see, 18, about 36 inches, maybe about 35. It is just absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to put 17 on this one just because it is so unusual. It's just lovely. Shiny, soft, substantial. It's beautiful. Okay, so I got those 3 done. And we will go on. Let's put Jimmy over to the side. Got the ring over there. But isn't that strange how it comes up as sterling silver 925, and it still is magnetic. Just nuts. I don't get it. Okay, next we have what I believe is an older piece. We have this barrel clasp here. What I think we've got is we have probably quartz. It looks like jaspers. Then we have almost more of a clear, like a agate or a rutilated quartz here. It's got something in it. Something in it. These look like jaspers. I think these are just stones that we see, but they're just not real shiny. They're like semi-polished. They're a little bit more kind of like you would see in the wild. Like these pieces are not cut as precisely. It's like they're taken out of the environment and just polished a little bit. So I think we have some agates. I think those are jaspers. I think these very well could be, they're almost like wood or volcanic rock. Could be something. But this is really, really pretty. Where you get into the kind of almost an orange. These have purplish pink, or look like amethyst. But I have gone through each one of these, and they are all stones. They're not glass. Just so you'll know, I'm not trying to sell something that's fake or, you know. That's the black stone. So I don't know, because the needle does not move on those black ones. So that could be a lava stone, a jet. These are all the rest of them. But on this black, it doesn't move. There's the white. There's a purplish pink, almost like the amethyst. It goes all the way to the end of amethyst. So this piece, it is about 28 inches. And like I said, it's a little more rough, but it's like a nature book on your neck. It's just beautiful. And those amethyst pieces are gorgeous. Okay, so we'll put this aside. Next, I've got a couple pieces together that kind of go along with that dyed coral. This is actual coral, but I don't think it's dyed. These are both fossilized coral. This one has a 925 clasp. I'll move this over. This has a piece of probably fossilized wood, or just a piece of an older piece of wood as a pendant. I love these because they look like turtle shells. I'm not sure about the beads, but they could be coral also. This is gorgeous. I like the white and the dark here. And I'll show you, this is sterling. The magnet is like stuck to everything. I already tested that. This one is sterling. This one is 18 inches. That's a nice size. It's just really neat. Isn't that cool? And those beads are beautiful. And then here's the other one, and it is about 22 inches. Look at the fossilized coral here. It is just gorgeous. And it comes down to this little piece of wood. I think it gives it quite a bit of character. This could come off if you just hated it, but I think it's just neat. Okay, and these two are 12 apiece. Not pretty. Okay. Move that over. Next, we have what I do believe is a tangle. No. This is a long moss agate from what I can tell with the loop and everything. I mean, it is super long. It's an older piece. It has a barrel clasp. It is about 40 inches total. It's a beautiful piece. It's cold. It feels really, really good. I'll show you a close-up of the bead. You have the different kind of tones. I have 2 or 3 pieces that are moss agate, and that's what they look like. They have the like the green, but they also have more of a almost a glassy tone to them, to where you can almost see through the bead or the there we go. But this is just gorgeous. I'm looking here. Hold on just a second. I want to make sure that this is not something that's not, let's see, I don't want this to be glass. No, but it goes up around tourmaline, I think. Yeah. Because if it was glass, then it would just look like a bead that was starting to shed. But this is not. These are really, really neat. So, this is a nice long one. Like I said, it's nice and cold. It does have like a gold tone seed bead in between. This is the clasp. Very nice barrel. Very well made. And this is 12. It's very, very pretty. And it's what would you call it? Where it goes from small to big. It is, anyway, the beads up here are smaller and it gets bigger as it goes down. There we go. I'm tongue-tied today. I don't know what's going on. Okay, this necklace, I think I already went to see if this was sterling. And I think it is. Let's do a little test. Let's test. This ring. Then we'll test this. And I do believe they're sterling because I think I already tested them. But I was very confused as to what type of stone or bead this was. Sorry about that. This has so many bubbles. Just irritating. Okay. Let's see. Let's do this real quick. Okay. See that? Okay, and I'll do this one. There we go. Clean it off. Okay. Use gloves, guys. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. Ooh. Okay. So now to test. These are the just beautiful lavender little tubes and beads. And I think, nope, they're on a thread. I was thinking they were on a chain. Let's do a test real quick and see what in the world is going on with this. Okay. It goes up to amethyst, almost to the end. So as I put them on my cheek, they're super duper cold. This is really pretty. If someone likes purple or lavender, it's got a beautiful extender there. It does have a sterling silver clasp. And for it to be so unusual and come up as a stone, I'm going to sell this one for $15. And it is approximately 24 inches. So that is just lovely. Okay, moving right along. Next we have some tiger's eye. Okay. This first one, check the clasp here. Nope, I thought it was vermeil, but it's not. It's just a little choker, which we see a lot of. The little stones, it's very pretty. Little chips of tiger's eye. Looks like tiger's eye and quartz. Tiger's eye, maybe cat's eye and quartz. So I'm going to put $4 on that one. That's just cute. Okay, next I have one that I think is just gorgeous. Okay. This is the tiger's eye and the butterfly. That's the back. And that's the front. And that is $15. These, there's a bunch of them. These are marked between 35 and 40, which I think is, yeah, way too much. This is not sterling from what I can tell. No. So there's that. Isn't that pretty? I'm bring these up like this. Okay, and it is a bigger piece. It's about 20 inches total. So it would hang down probably to the middle of your chest. Next I have a tiger's eye stretch with gorgeous Jimmy looking tiger's eye. And the center bead, I'm not sure if it's glass or what it is. Yeah, that must be glass. You know, I don't know what tiger's eye goes to. Okay. So this one right here is $7. It's just beautiful. Very nice. Look at the match. Now that is a spectacular match. Next is something that I have rarely seen. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I've ever seen one this big. There's the clasp. Has gold toned beads in between. Let me get this right because this thing is spectacular. Okay, there we go. There we go. One goes inside the other. Come on. There we go. Okay. So we have one of the most beautiful tiger's eye necklaces I think I've ever seen. It is beautiful and it is weighty. Look at that. Each one of them has its own little pattern. These are Jimmy. That means they're shiny and have a whole lot of reflective qualities. This piece is huge. It is long. Let me see how long this is. This is a piece. Okay. The bottom piece is 24. The other piece is probably about 26. They're pretty close to the same length. But when you have them on, one kind of lays. They lay kind of like that. just, look at that. Look at that line. Okay. This piece right here is 30. And to go with it, I have another large and in charge piece. And it has some gorgeous tiger's eye pieces. It is a toggle also. These are not a matching set, but they would be perfect together. Even with these three over here, they would be perfect. This is actually 7.5 inches, which is wonderful. Look at that. It is just, it's just gorgeous. And that piece is 20. So this set would be 50 total right here. And it's just because it's just so amazing. So I'll put this back over to this side to kind of get it out of the way. Okay, I'll put this up. Now we have seen all of these. So I'll move these over. And you know, this is one of my favorites. Besides the vintage stones, semi-precious, even precious, rubies and sapphires. Oh yeah. Okay. Next we have a piece that I just dearly love. This is 925. I've already tested it just today. This is lace agate and what I do believe is lapis. This lapis has just a touch of the gold matrix in it. Let's see what it says. Where'd it go to? It goes up there. And then this is the agate. Okay. That's just to show you that these are not glass. These are absolutely super cold. Let me show you the agate. Well, I think it's a lace agate. Proof and point right there. As you go down through, some of them are a little more see-through than others, but yeah, those are some beautiful beads. I like the shape of them. Look at those too. I'll show you this lapis again. And this with the sterling clasp, it is approximately, let's see here, we got 12. It's probably right about 34 inches total.